G'day, welcome to the Scrap Mechanic Survival. This is my rig slash scout vehicle for Scrap Mechanic. And I'm currently sitting at the campsite where the farmer is. And the reason to show you that is just behind me directly is the packing station, but we'll get to that in a minute. So this car has a little bit of a silly transforming action. So it folds up the bed away from our truck mode, and we're in our sports mode for our scout vehicle, or we can change it back into a truck mode, so we've got more like a cab sort of layout. The problem I have at the moment is the geometry. How do I make this look like more like a cab and sleeper arrangement? And then when we tuck ourselves away, how do I make this look more like a sporty scouts vehicle? So I'll just show off my I'll show off my vehicle a little bit. So some changes I made in relation to the creative one is we've had to add a lot more weight in the back to handle how survival changes this particular suspension layout. But these off-road suspensions allow this little pivot arm in here to pivot up and down on the back and front tire set, and they're linked to each other. So when this tire is under pressure, it pushes this tire down more as well. So it gives us a good ground hugging arrangement. So at the front, my wishbone is very modified compared to what most people would build, I suppose, nowadays. So I've actually included the steering bearing in the wheel bearing. So what we're looking at is this is the pivot bearing, and then the bearings which are horizontal allow for steering. So that actually allows that part to pivot in a steering action. And because we're using the narrow pipe, it actually fits in there fine, and the tire is able to traverse around that location, no worries at all. Now the other thing that this wishbone has missing is the bottom arms. So as long as the bottom bearing and the bottom bearing are in a straight line and the same distance apart to the top bearings in your wishbone, the bottom bar, or the bars, can be any shape you want actually. So in this case I've turned the bar upwards and to give us more clearance. So when you're looking from in front, I don't actually have the lower wishbone bar in the way. So I got more ground clearance for just making it easier to get around and do things on. Yeah, so I thought I'd show that one off. And the other thing I'll show off is I'll just do a really quick tour of, we've got our little campsite here with the farmer in it. Here is the first packing station that you get from the mechanic's workshop. So the mechanic workshop is behind my head now. And then obviously in this direction will be the second packing station. In my case, if I'm traveling with a rig, I will need to stay fairly straight. So if I get myself in a line where I can come under this pipe and traverse right next to this building, there's the second packing station in the distance. So travel from this direction, and here we are ready to go, collect our load, and away you go. Now the reason why that grass is so important for me in this particular world is I'll give you a tour of what the roads are like. So this is very scrap mechanic sometimes, and it's really good fun to get a nice high-speed vehicle and just go absolutely running around on the roads. Yeah, so this is my road to the different packing stations. So obviously with a full rig is not really a viable road, but by taking the run on the grass up near that water station, water tank, we can get back to the other the Trader's Crater really easily. So here we are back again. There's the crater in the distance out that way, and I'll just show off the car one more time. So we've got the transforming lights. Whoop, Sorry, got that back to front. That should be in truck mode for when I get it styled like a big rig, and then we go to our scout vehicle mode with our low rise, complete with a tote doesn't know what to do. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this little video. Sorry to ramble. There's the cave there. Get out from the bush. There's the cave there, right on my head. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Catch you guys later.